This video has two purposes: to inform you what has been going on a very surface level, and furthermore, to direct you to the right places where you can inform yourself further and learn everything that happened. The video is completely demonetized, and you will notice that there is no comment section either, something that I learned from Frost in these situations. This is because this is not meant to be some entertaining drama content that's up for discussion. What it is a way to inform you if you don't use Twitter and didn't get the information from elsewhere. Dmbrandon has completely been removed from Smite and will not be able to make further content about the game either. I will read Stu's or Hyra's announcement first. A brief message related to the Smite community. In 2016, Hyra Studios terminated its affiliation with Dmbrandon. However, some digital content related to Dmbrandon remained in Smite following this incident, a ward skin and announcer pack. We wanted to make a more clear dissociation from Dmbrandon and are removing that content from the game. Brandon's announcer pack and the ward skin are now or will soon be unavailable to acquire or to equip, and will be fully removed from the game during the next major system downtime. We will be determining how users will be compensated for the removed content, and the community team will provide updates as we decide. While we have not legally taken the step to formally remove Dmbrandon's right to create content for our games, we are applying a ban to his account consistent with our community policies. In addition, we are asking that he exit the Smite community and not create any new content for Hyra's games. That is the statement, and just to clarify the last part a little bit, he says they have not taken legal action, which effectively implies that they would take legal action if he kept making content. And yes, this is something that game companies can enforce. This has happened in the past. Now, if you think this is a result of his usual behavior, it is not. Multiple people you may know because they are mostly content creators in the Smite scene, have come forward with very serious allegations. You can find their stories in the description down below. They are all linked there. I do want to warn you at this point that some of the topics addressed in these posts may be very disturbing to you. However, I still encourage you to read these just to understand the full extent of the abuse that has been going on. I'm going to give you a very brief rundown of the allegations here, but again, I highly encourage you to read the full posts. The allegations include, but are not limited to, sexual harassment and assault and other unwanted sexual advances towards women while in a relationship, threatening suicide to get information critical of Dmbrandon to be removed, mocking mental health problems, using money and finances as a form of leverage over others, protecting other predators and teen groomers, emotional abuse and manipulation, gaslighting, extreme slander of various forms, especially towards women, isolating people from their friends through slander, and slandering those who disconnected from him behind their backs. Intentionally damaging and disregarding others' relationships, for example, by making sexual remarks about his friends' significant others behind their backs. Pressuring people into generally uncomfortable situations through manipulation. There are more allegations, but this is a very rough summary. If at this point you think those are just allegations, that is not confirmed, I would also like to inform you that multiple other people have come forward. People from within and outside Dmbrandon's community, which have shared their own experiences and further confirmed some of these reports. Furthermore, I can vouch for some things in these reports personally. Not all of this was completely new and unknown, the victims just had to come forward first. Furthermore, knowing Dmbrandon's community, these people had a lot to lose and very little to gain by coming forward. Last but not least, consider that Stu made a decision on this in less than a day. It's very likely that somebody inside the company also had further knowledge on this and was able to confirm it, so they could come to a decision this quickly. Be aware that these are not the only victims and not all of them have to come forward. I hope all this information combined creates a very clear picture of the validity of these statements. If at this point of the video you have not read the statements yet, I once again encourage you to please read these statements. Please read these stories and please support the people who wrote these stories. Some of them have received tons of backlash for speaking up in the past. They did not deserve any of that, and they deserve your full support now. Now, I know some of you know that I had my own run-ins with Dmbrandon as well, and you're possibly wondering if I will address that. I will not address that here and now. This is not the place. These messages are a lot more important. If you still want to know about it, you can find a post about it on my Twitter after you have gone through these other posts. I hope at this point the people that he hurt and the community can start a process of healing.